Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and Lady Sakura. Let's leave here. Let's hope that we can get to our next port of call. Oh, hi there, buddy. Please don't eat us or kill us or do whatever you're going to do. Right, so Port Cavendish next. Hello there. I'm gonna ram you. Ow. Right, in we pop. Yes, finally can get rid of this stuff, so let's definitely sell our sunlight. Sunlight, that most dangerous of pleasures. Here in Port Cavendish there's an appetite for dangerous pleasures, but will you be able to negotiate with the sippers of sunlight? Smoke and mirrors. In back rooms and cellars and tangles behind warehouses you make careful arrangements. The deal is only to take place at second hand. Your intermediary will meet theirs. Unfortunately, their intermediary palms off yours with an empty crate, not the original mirror catchbox. You're 500 echoes richer, but you'll need another box if you're to do this run again. Okay, and then let's do it again. Okay, so same outcome. We're 1,000 echoes richer though. Let's get our port to port. Though the Isle seems at present beyond the reach of the Admiralty's laws, that does not mean that the Admiralty lacks interest in their activities. Roses and kings. You spend half a day observing the docks and note an astonishing number and variety of ships. Was that a Canate trimaran nestled beside a vessel from the Iron Republic? Excuse me. The dockhands complain loudly that they have never been busier. The caddies talk ceaselessly and carelessly about smuggling and piracy, but even the most hardened sailors lower their voices when they mention the king. They go even quieter when they talk about the rose garden. You make careful notes. Perhaps the Admiralty will understand what they mean, even if you don't. Okay, then we can take a walk in the garden. We could buy a shipment of red honey. Yeah, so we could get that, and that would help us to get the ink, but then that would be another voyage. We don't want to do that. Let's take a walk in the rose garden. Okay, we gained 10 tails of terror. That's great. The mellifluous sister tells you that the honey occludes at the precise moment when the person the memories are harvested from dies. The memories lose their sharpness a little. You taste the honey and then your mouth fills with blood. A fight. You and the memory feels a hand squeezing your neck. Dull pain in your left knee. Your fingers fumbling for a knife. Just ever so slightly out of reach. You spit a tooth into your assailant's eye and she flinches back. Your fingers close around the knife and you slash her across the cheek. The whitish substance of her eye leaks down her face and she howls into the false-starred sky. Is there a dead woman writhing in some strange hell as you steal her memories? Death in the neat is so rarely a release. Okay, and that's us done here. Okay, shops. We could buy fuel supplies. We're not going to do so. So we're going to continue on our way. Check the map. We didn't go to Aigle. We have to go to Aigle. So Visage, Aigle, the Mangrove College still though. Let's go Aigle then Visage. Oh, hi there. You again, eh? Well, I'm going to show you why you shouldn't mess with me. How's that? We missed him that time. One more and you're gone. There we go. Okay, let's investigate. Okay, thank you very much. Lots of supplies, a little bit of fuel. Well, we're right here at Visage, so we're going to go here anyway. Does it make sense to avoid it? Okay, and in we pop. There are no shops. Yeah, there's no shops there. Okay, so port reports. You can at least interview those who are leaving. That will have to do. A departing merchant gives you a confused account of crocodiles and honeycakes and something about ear blockage. To this you add your own impression about the street layout, closest port and the type of commerce here. When the lights are especially bright, it is possible to make out the details of the profile of that great stone face. Okay, then go ashore. Let's check in. Okay, let's do the bat mask this time. Moon moth spreads and folds its wings. Are those part of the moth costume? It looks that way, but one cannot rule out the possibility that moth has real wings. My condolences, it says with polite formality, as it sets the bat mask on your face and ties the worn leather straps around the back of your head. The inside of the mask smells of musk. Okay, let's visit the library. Stoop at the lintel, enter the dark. A room of heavy stone guarded by a golden statuette of a woman with outstretched arms. A scroll, niches sorted to correspond to a variety of masks. The jackal and the lioness, the crocodile and dung beetle. Oh, excuse me. Don't know what's going on today. I'm yawning a lot. A woman in the mask of a lotus blossom is standing at a lectern reading in silence. Let's praise the literary traditions of Visage. The scrolls are so numerous, so neatly shelved, so elegantly illustrated. Infiltrator, Moonmock considers you. Perhaps it thinks you are acting too much like a frog. Perhaps it thinks this is a bat gambit to gain favour. Misplaying your role would be bad, and correctly playing the bat would be worse. Either way, there are penalties. You end up scarred and maskless, back at the dock. Okay, not a problem. Let's leave, and then we're going to go towards Igel, around this way. And below we go. Ooh, bad place to dive, eh? Okay, let's slow down. And pop in. Let's get a port to port. The Admiralty would find this a curious place. Loose information. You gather a description of the Fortis kettle and a survey of its resources. You scrape away a little of the sealant, the colour of amber and the texture of wax. That keeps out seawater where the hull is pierced by the spines of Igel. You sketch the arrangement of decks and hatches so far as you have been able to reach, but about the population you cannot offer as much detail. The tomb colonist declines to be identified and the travelling postman laughs at you. Okay. Cool. Shops. Oh, fuel is actually cheap here. Okay, torpedo components. Don't really use torpedoes very much, so let's not do that. Supplies are expensive. Right, well, let's go. Get back up. And we're going to the Mangrove College right next, yeah. Mangrove College, and then up to Khan Shadow and over there, okay. Let's try and get that done. Oops. Hitting everything there. I managed. First of all, I slightly knocked the microphone. Thought, oh no, better avoid that. And then I managed to hit my headphones as well at the same time. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, and then we pop. Let's get a port-to-port. Sages, scholars, philosophers, naturalists, poets, dreamers, here to pursue their rarefied ideals in a land of muddy fecundity. All should be well. The thinkers of the Mangrove College continue their untroubled and sedentary existence. New schools of philosophy are born and die like bubbles. Extraordinary poetries are written in water. The occasional retired pirate tries and fails to get invited to salons. Okay, let's pick up a passenger. The Mangrove College is named for scholars and philosophers. They have long abandoned civilized comforts for the life of the mind. Sometimes they want those civilized comforts back. A checkered character. The principal's Port Cecil. Black and white and silver. Please, take me there. Sooner, later. It doesn't matter. I know how complex the moves can be. Okay, and then let's eat, drink, and be merry to try and get this down a little. The philosophers of the college are not hospitable, but this whole shoreline is bursting with fruit and edible fungus. Reach up and it falls into your hand. Pick it up and it's already fermented. An explosion of tastes. Tart morels are moral tart. The salty tang of seaweed stew. A crawling berry that the locals assure you is a motile plant, not an insect. Eat your fill and drink contemplatively. Okay, cool. 10 tear down. Into the wisp. We need one supply and one... no, that's another one of those where it builds up and up and up. But I want to write it down for later. Let's go into the wisp. Okay. And then we leave. So the next time I come back, hopefully I've looked that up and I'll know how many candles I need to actually do the whole thing. Right, so can shadow next. We will buy one mirror catch box. I've finally got to the point where I don't need to deal with that. Reloading just does my head in. And I know it's a story event and all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of to stop people from abusing it and stuff, but still I think it goes a bit too far, especially when we only had two. There was times when I had a lot more than two, and it made sense then for it to happen, but I guess it's just trying to limit the kind of things that happen. Then there's no way to stop it either. It's not like a challenge or anything. It's just you're gonna do this and that's it. Right, so let's compile a port report. So many malcontents, so little time. Closely written notes. Conniving, debauching, speechifying, drinking, singing, speeching, poeting. Now and then a drunken tune. Very occasionally a savage ritual murder. Okay, and then we need element. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We could sell mushroom wine here. We kind of need to buy mushroom wine. Sell. We can buy one of those. We do that. We're not going to buy anything else. I don't think. No. Oh, we could sell this. What I'm going to do if I sell it though? Do I not need it for something? I'm going to keep it. So let me write that down too. Okay. And then we're going to head on over here to Khan's Heart and try to get what was it that we needed? Violent ink for 77 echoes. Okay, time the tea house. Enter the Nephrite quarter. We won't gather a port report because we know that that's not going to be good. Okay, what are my spies' needs? Oh, there's a reason why we didn't get the thing. We need to be at sea for at least a minute, and that we chugged it all the way up here, so there's no way that we could have done that. Right, so let's sit out here for a minute then and do it. So we need a captivating treasure for him. Write that down. Okay, let's record it. The alarming pig. Pigs, one sailor says. It's always pigs. What's wrong with pigs? The boatswain shakes a solemn head. Never ask about pigs at sea, he insists. Okay, cheers. Okay, let's get in. Okay, so this is the one that has the 50-50 chance. And let me check what we're looking for so I know whether we got it or not. It's on my other page. Candlelit shop. So that's what we're hoping for. A shrine of deep blue heaven, so not the one that we wanted. Above the roof of the neat is black, impassive, prickled with false stars, but the Caganeans still remember the sky. You pass an open-walled shrine with a doomed roof. The interior is painted a deep purple indigo. Citizens kneel below it while a priest speaks. As he reaches the climax of his prayer, a rosy golden light swells inside the dome. The worshippers murmur in complacent delight. The dome is now a perfect, heartbreaking morning sky blue, a colour you haven't seen for how long? Filament bulbs, your bosun whispers importantly beside you. Give me honest gaslight any day. Okay, we lose 5 terror. Okay. We're not going to enter there. So we have to leave again and wait another minute to see if we can get the one that we want this time. Let's turn back around. So 50-50 chance, but we could do this 4 times in a row and get that same thing again. But at least we're kind of going. We got a goal now. Kind of been for like we had this whole submarine thing came along and breathed new life into playing the game. But then we've for a long time been lacking the goal in the game. So now that we have a goal, it feels a lot better. The Song of the Surface. Foreigners restricted to the copper quarter, but as long as you don't try to cross the bridges, you can explore in reasonable safety. The Song of the Surface, someone is singing in English something about a tree of wine and stolen city, a sea of grass and a storm of bats, melancholy, pure and sweet, achingly familiar. You cross the street, cut back through an alleyway, trying to find it, but it ends before you get close. You find yourself humming in it on the way back to the ship. Another sailor takes up the tune. Okay, we get a vision of the surface and we lose 2 terror, but we still didn't get what we're looking for. So let's try again. Yeah, so I kind of like this is one of the main quests I want to sort out. The one for the curator. And then once I've done that one, then I can look to see are there other ones that I want to do before I end the series, or is that going to be kind of a fitting end for the series? But once I do stop playing, I will miss this because I mentioned a few times before that this is basically my chill out game where I can just play and like not have to worry too much about what's going on. Just kind of enjoy some story, enjoy some good music, enjoy kind of pottering around on the sea. Okay, so here we go, 50-50 chance. Quiet street. Okay, I think this is it. Yes, perfect. Candlelit shop. Quiet street washed with serpent green light from bulbs overhead. The houses here are dark, empty seeming. Paint peels and bats chitter. A single shop, however, is open. Its windows glow with candlelight. The shopkeeper is a tall woman with pale eyes, not a local, but not a Londoner either. She blows the dust off a beige box and smiles tootily at you. Good for diaries, if you have something to confess. Okay, well, we're going to buy one. It's a 77. Echoes. A watchful shimmer. The pot is tightly sealed. The glass is cool to the touch. When you grasp it, soft light spills between your fingers. Your skin tingles as if from too much sun. Okay. It's good. Then. Okay. So that's, I think, where we're going to leave that one. Hope you have enjoyed and hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.